Just 1 minute.
You must be Mrs. Lee. I'm Jenny Ainer. My family and I live next door. We wanted to welcome you to our neighborhood.
Nice to meet you. Please, call me Martha.
Martha it is. Well, we're so thrilled to meet you. My son Jared and I made you some housewarming cookies. He should be by any minute.
Oh, that's so sweet. How old is your son?
Jared's 16. It's so hard to believe. They grow up so fast.
Yeah, you're telling me. My Haley's also 16. She should be around here. Haley.
Jared!
Just 1 minute!
Just let me finish this.
Kids, they're all the same.
Isn't that the truth? You must be Haley. I'm Jenny Ainer. And this is my son Jared.
Nice to meet you, Jared. Mrs. Ainer.
If you need a guide at school, I'd be happy to show you around.
That would be awesome.
Oh, what a nice offer. Haley, where did you get those out?
I found them in the boxes. We should put them up before it snows.
I hope you don't mind Christmas lights.
No, we love them. Jared used to get jealous because we only have our menorahs.
Menorahs?
For Hanukkah.
Oh, you're Jewish.
Yes, we are. There aren't too many Jews in the city, but we have a small congregation nearby.
Yes, well, that's very nice. We better go and finish unpacking.
Wait, before you go, please take the plate. I'm not the best chef, but these are some of Pillsbury's best.
Oh, we really shouldn't spoil our appetite. Good night.
Why didn't you take the plate? It would be a mistake. They're cookies, they're Jews, and they have ways of buying favor. But they're our neighbors, weren't they just being nice? Yeah, at what price? I don't understand. They have ways of dealing underhand. Why do you think they end up bankers and lawyers? They make themselves rich then steal from the poor. That sounds kind of extreme for the family next door. You're young and naive, but you listen to me. Jews are no good throughout history. Look at metaphor to rise, at all of their crimes go on. They killed Jesus long before his time. Mom, are you sure? Haley, you're growing up. It's time you understood. Not everybody that you meet is willing to work for good. So, believe me, I've heard it been told, a story or two.
Good morning.
Hello.
First day of school, are you nervous?
Not really.
Well, I could still show you around if you'd like.
That's all right.
Hey, did I do something wrong? Was it something I said? Listen, we don't have to be friends, but we'll be seeing a lot of each other, so it might be nice.
Just leave me alone. I won't fall for that trick.
I don't know what you mean.
It's not in your nature. I'm not falling for that trick. There must be a fee.
For a tour? Why can't I just help you for free?
It's not in your nature.
Haley, we just met.
You can fight your heritage.
Wait. Is this because I'm Jewish? If I were Christian, would you talk to me?
If you were Christian, I could trust you.
That's ridiculous.
We don't have the same values.
You don't even know me.
Well, I know enough.
God, how could you be so stupid?
I'm just being careful.
No, you're just being dumb. I try to be welcoming, to make you feel at home. And what do I
You
get?
won't get anything from me.
I can't do this, I'll find another ride. Maybe you should think a little harder about thinking for yourself.
It seems pretty harmless. A song by the candle's glow. Not so different from
understand. None of this makes sense.
It never does.
They don't even know us.
They never do.
Why aren't you scared?
Oh, honey, I am, but this is nothing new.
Nothing new?
We've faced persecution for centuries, millennia even. You're lucky you haven't had to face it head on yet.
It's 2018. Aren't we supposed to be done with this?
Sure, we've been more fortunate. But hate and prejudice aren't gone. For so many people around the world, it is very much alive. Yes, this is scary, but we can't get lazy. We have to fight for ourselves and for those that face bigotry.
Shouldn't we hide? Isn't that dangerous? We could keep our menorahs lit safely inside. We could hang up Christmas lights just to blend in.
No, that's what they want.
So what do we do? Where do we start?
Well, we don't back down. We don't run and hide. No, we stand our ground. We maintain our pride. We don't start throwing stones. We don't fight in the streets. But we don't just roll over and let ourselves be beat. We raise up our voices together to yell. We gather our people and give them word hell. We make ourselves known, and if they don't care, we don't stop until somebody hears, until something gets through. So that one day a kid just like you won't have to be scared to stand up and say, I need you. There are things in the world that I cannot protect you from. Hate is a pretty big one, though I wish I could say it turns out okay. It won't change until we make it that way. It's our job to make it that way.
I know it was you. Last night.
Wait, I didn't mean to.
I saw you.
Okay. Yes, it's true. I'll pay for the damages, okay? I'll replace it myself if you want me to. Just don't call the cops or tell anyone at school, please.
Why?
What?
Why do you hate me?
Why do I hate you?
You flat out ignored me.
I didn't want to talk.
You called me dishonest.
You're a stranger to me.
You shattered my window.
Wait, I didn't mean to. I swear.
So, why do you hate me?
You know why.
No, I don't think I do.
I mean, it's just, you said you're...
A Jew? No, that's not a reason.
What do you want me to say?
Give me a real reason, and then I'll leave. Did I hurt you?
No, of course not.
Did I offend you?
Not completely.
Did I
but-
threaten your faith?
No, of course.
Then why?
I-
Why do you hate me?
I don't know, okay?
I don't know, okay? I don't have an answer why. I don't know you at all, that I can't ignore. You seem nice and smart and all of that stuff, but maybe being Jewish is reason enough.
You can't fight your heritage. You can't hide where you come from.
You know, you're right about that. I can't fight my past, my heritage, my family's religion, where I grew up. That's all a part of me, no matter what. But you say that we're too different. I bet I could prove you wrong. So tell me if this sounds at all familiar. I grew up with family holidays, weekend mornings singing prayers. And I have a hunch that you did too. Remember Sunday school, those endless mornings. We had Rabbi Goldberg at the head. I didn't always listen or always pay attention, but I remember the golden rule he said. Love your neighbor as yourself, written plainly in the Torah. I think Jesus said it too, right? So you must agree, love your neighbor as yourself doesn't mean it's always easy. But if you look, we're not that different, you and me. And you're right, there are bad people. Yes, some of them are Jewish, but some of them are Christian, just like you. See, 'cause faith is just a guideline, a set of rules to live by. The way we follow, that's still up to us. So why would we jump to hate and fear? Is that the way to be devout? We're all people. We're just people trying to figure this world out. Love your neighbor as yourself, written plainly in the Torah. It's a nicer way of living, don't you agree? Love your neighbor as yourself doesn't mean it's always easy. But if you look, we're not that different, you and me.